They're so fluffy.
Howdy everyone, stream is starting. We've got YaBro on the call,
The one and only.
the one and only. Uh, YaBro is so old and so forgetful, he doesn't even know how to download his replays on the stream. So we're going to explain that right now. So what you're going to want to do is go to your Documents folder in your computer, like My Documents. So you go to Documents, BattleForge Replays, and then you can drop the replays I sent you into that folder and they'll show up in-game.
I was because I do have a second BattleForge folder,
Okay.
and that one's a different one. But yeah, now I got it. Because in the second one there's no replays folder.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just download everything you sent to me.
Yes. And a lot of these games are RadicalX games. So for anyone who is tuning in and thinking about clicking out, don't click out. We've got RadicalX. RadicalX is the best PvP player by a really large margin. Like it's not even close.
Is he playing in the upcoming tournament? Is there a point in playing if he's with us?
uh, RadicalX played in tournaments for the first year, won everything, and I think he stopped playing in tournaments because he wanted to give other players a chance. So, I don't know. My
So
guess
nice of him.
is that he'll be a co-caster. What was that?
Yeah, that's nice. Isn't Triggz like also a co-caster? I read something about that.
I think Triggz will be playing.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I'm curious who's coming back. I'm still waiting for Afro. But no, I'm not waiting for Afro because then there's no chance.
Was Afro a good player back in the EA days? I don't remember him. Was he like before my time, perhaps?
Afro. I mean, if you go on the leaderboard right now
Uh-huh.
and you go back to like the people that have a 0 rating, you can see their base elo score, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
sure.
they're like sorted. Yeah, and Afro is the highest with 169,000.
Uh, well, Carofex is slightly better than that because of shenanigans, and you can see RadicalX is
Yeah, Red
188,000.
Class is far better. Yeah. Yeah, but I think that, I mean, Afro was not like the best player in the beginning. I don't remember if he even played.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
But
Afro,
but
I think.
in the end of BattleForge, he was like very, very, very good, and he
Okay.
was someone who could win against Radical.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, I think Caro stopped playing because people dodged him and he couldn't get any good games. Or sorry, Afro stopped playing because of that. Um, so would love to see Afro come back. I think
I
this
believe that's
tournament
a problem.
could be the thing. Top Secret also was a very good player. We didn't see that many games of Top Secret, but RadicalX said that he thinks Top Secret is the only player who could reliably beat him.
Yeah, he's also extremely strong. Yeah, there was like an old Discord channel
Mm-hmm.
that I don't know how I got into this, but they were like the best of the best BattleForge players of all time
Okay.
were in that channel. And was like only 7 or 8 people, and was like RadicalX, Top Secret, Hero, and all of those people. And
And you somehow.
I don't know how I got in there, but I got in there. Yeah. And Top Secret was always there, and they did like a lot of um, yeah, like sparing PvP games against each other, and we were all spectating, and that was crazy.
Okay.
Top-notch games, really.
You got those replays
Okay,
downloaded?
I have everything.
All right. Then let's start with this 5-minute game on random generated map. It should be the bottom one in your replays.
Oh, I see what this is. I
You
see.
know, we're doing RadicalX replays. This is RadicalX replay.
Did he
And it's
send
5
this
minutes,
to
so he
you?
really stomped somebody.
I mean, why would he even bother like saving this?
Oh,
I
I
don't
asked
get
him
it.
to.
Oh no. Oh, so you were fast. You were fast, yeah.
RadicalX said, "Hey, YaBro's back for his first ranked game ever, and guess who he matched against?" And I said, "Please save that game." All right, yeah, bro. If you're ready, I'm gonna enter the loading screen.
Yeah, I'm in the loading screen.
All right. Uh, and you're listening to me on voice, so there shouldn't be a lag. So I'll count 3, 2, 1, go, and on go, we'll both start. Sounds good?
Got it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Howdy, folks. We've got a game between RadicalX and YaBro to start off our stream of the RadicalX YaBro, or the RadicalX live stream. This is YaBro's, in fairness, this is YaBro's first ranked game in like 2 or 3 years.
No, it's not 2 or 3 years. I think it's more than that. But
More than
we'll
that.
see.
Okay.
You'll see it's a long time.
This game was exactly 5 minutes long. And I feel it wouldn't be right if I didn't start off the stream by embarrassing YaBro. Okay, we've got Dread Charger coming in for Nasty. Radical gets a couple shots, but not enough. Or, actually, that is enough. That's going to deter the Nasty pretty significantly. Footsies. Radical going for a Nasty.
First mistake from me, not focusing the dazed Forsaken.
Yeah.
But yeah, decent motivate, actually.
Yeah, you're not doing too badly. I would take this against RadicalX. Definitely you're still losing. It's 4 squads versus 2 when these guys die. But, you know. Okay, 3 squads versus 2. Yeah. It's not over yet.
Yeah, but he played one Forsaken more than I did.
Yes, exactly. And you spent a little bit more than... No, he spent a little more than you. So actually, in terms of power trades, it's pretty even.
Yeah, but I have to retreat far back now.
Yes, he's getting a massive amount of map control. And he potentially could lock you out of the map and then force you to micro this. Let's see.
But he's RadicalX. No, he wants to end this early. He wants to dominate me. I know it. Do you know what feeling comes up inside of you when you start like playing this game after like years, and your first game you see this name pop up?
I know this feeling. Remember, I was one of the first players back in the test alpha.
Who?
That's how we started this. I was one of the first 12 players that had access to the game, so you and me started casting those replays because I had access and you didn't. You remember that? Alright. RadicalX going for a split on 3 sides. Very dangerous. You're committing really hard onto this side, which means these 2 squads of Nasty. No Nasty. Motivate down here. Radical sacrifices his army. And now these guys in here are going for an attack. They're all frenzied up. And there's the well. Frenzy again. Oh, Radical, did you have a DC?
I had a DC, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
But you can go on.
I'll continue to go
There's
on.
not much to see. There's not much to see there.
Yes, well, you got 5 squads of Forsaken. It's hard to tell, they're all clumped up. You got, I think it's 5 squads of Forsaken clumped up to try and make a counterattack on Radical. So we're going to see if anything succeeds here. I think you really got to go for the orb.
I have to go for the orb, you think?
I think so, yeah, because even if you get the well, I mean, maybe it's okay, but if you get the well, then Radical comes with his counterattack, and, or you get nastied. That was a solid nasty. Yeah, I mean, I feel like even if you get the well, ooh, that was a misclick. I do that all the time. That was an Arius misclick, and the game is over. Okay. I think you know what happened there. Oh, did you disconnect again? Yeah, bro, you're there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think at the end you can just skip the end because I was just texting him how bad one's luck can be to match up against him in the first game after years.
Okay. We'll speed through the end then. Well, you
But I guess Radical also has a problem that people dodge him, I guess.
Yes,
Probably.
I am sure he has that problem.
I wouldn't mind actually, because playing against Radical is like the best training you can get, and you lose very little elo if you lose. So,
This is also true. Yeah, can you
so are
imagine?
you happy now?
What's that?
Are you happy now?
I'm happy, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now skip to the good part.
Skip to the good part, right? We're skipping. We've got a game between Triggz and Stiglitz on Elyon. You want to do that one next?
Let me find that one. Triggz against Stiglitz on Elion.
Yes.
8 minutes 4 seconds.
8 minutes, 4 seconds. I'm loading up the replay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. Howdy, folks. Game between Triggz and Stiglitz today. Stiglitz starting with the Dread Charger and Triggz responding with the Spearman.
Do you think that nature still has the upper hand in this matchup?
I think yes. I think if both players are playing full tech cards, nature has the upper hand. I think the
Do you consider Spearman the tech card? Because that's pretty normal nowadays.
yeah. If we say no tech cards, I think that nature has the upper hand still, um, because I don't really consider Spearman a tech card. By tech card, I meant Phase Tower. I think if Shadow plays Phase Tower, then this matchup is in Shadow's favor. But then I think that if nature runs, in addition to Spearman, uh, Primal Defender, then I think that nullifies the Phase Tower and it's back in nature's favor.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you can just build up base, and the face tower takes so long to get to you. So you can just build up your primal defenders.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Um, but it also depends on, I think that style of tier 1 tends to result in being better or worse for certain tier 2 matchups, I guess. For example, if it's Shadow Nature into Nature tier 1, I think that the Shadow player being able to Hurricane a tier 2 and wipe out most of the Nature units is pretty huge. Hi, Prof. Amazy. How are
Yeah,
things?
that's true.
Things are great. I just watched YaBro get destroyed, so, no complaints.
How hard can I swear on your stream?
Not that hard. Preferably not at all.
I will make a list with words I can say.
Okay. Okay, Stiglitz going
And
for
you
an
can.
instant tier
Oh,
2, and
oh
it's Shadow
yeah.
Nature. That
Shadow
is scary.
Nature is so strong versus Nature 2-1.
Yes. So that, I think, I haven't watched its replay before, so me calling the Shadow Nature thing, that was recent. But yeah, I think, like, one Hurricane just wipes this. Oh, but then we got the Primal Defender. That is a strong hope for Triggz. So it looks like Stiglitz is going to attack the other base.
How much costs the wall now? 50.
50, yes. Primal Defender is bound on the other side. So Triggz might need to take a wall. Looks like he's deciding to be honorable and not take that wall. Let's look at Stiglitz's power. So the Hurricane is online. And there it comes.
Blocking the way for the Spearman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the problem is if you go for the borrower spam with perma CCs, and then just well focus, not much you can do about that.
Yeah. I think the Primal Defender is going to be pretty good. Stiglitz is getting the well, but not that quickly. So this well has paid off halfway. So I think Stiglitz is fine. Stiglitz is in a good spot. But I think Triggz is also fine. I think maybe Stiglitz needs to take a +1 and take his advantage to this point. How do you feel?
Yeah, but he cannot do much with his tier 1 units against Shadow Nature. Like,
Yeah. Ooh,
there's not much he can do.
Triggz destroyed the Primal Defender. And yeah, I think that's.
I wouldn't attack with Nightcrawlers.
You wouldn't attack with Nightcrawlers. Why is that?
Because he has like the Spearmen are pretty good M counter, and there are like no M units that make the Nightcrawler useful as a counter.
I think the Nightcrawlers for the well.
Yeah, but why then not just play the Burrower?
Well, because I think that Nightcrawler is better than Burrower. So I don't run Burrower.
Attacking well?
Well, if you have them, for example, frenzied, they do more DPS. So I don't run Burrower in my
Yeah,
Shadow
they do. But
decks.
if you like very quickly, if he would be more quick now, he could have just played a Dryad um and made him sleep.
I think
I know
Triggz
the
is
spawn animation of the Dryad is very slow. I know, but in
yeah.
this case,
Stiglitz gets another
maybe
well. Very
I
nicely
don't
done
think
for
the matchup
Stiglitz.
is hard, but
Yes.
he might get the tier 2 actually.
Oh, you think so?
I don't think so, but I want to make this interesting. I don't think. Maybe.
I mean, maybe,
He's very low on power. He's very low on power. He
but
might get his tier 2.
even if the tier 2 drops, Stiglitz should have a lot more permanent power, so if he can grab another tier 2 on the side, I think he's still fine. We haven't seen an oink. This would be a perfect oink. Oh, Triggz maneuver, so it's not a perfect oink anymore. Still a solid oink. Okay, I think the orb is dropping.
Yeah, Stiglitz is gonna lose this. Definitely gonna lose this.
Okay, so we made some units here to regrab the tier 2. I think that's a solid decision. He still kicked 2 of Triggz's things, and Triggz has kicked 1 orb. So Stiglitz still on a strong lead. +1 from Triggz. That's interesting.
That's a good idea. Because I don't think that Stiglitz can go for well with Shadow tier 1 against this nature
Yeah,
army.
I agree.
There's no way he's gonna defend this.
He's got to regrab his tier 2.
Yeah, but he's so low on power. That's gonna be hard. I think that Triggz will go on the offense now, even though he has a well more.
Okay. Which, if
But
that's the
there's a
case, he shouldn't have
counterattack
taken the
coming in
well.
the middle.
Oh, that's
There's a counterattack coming in the middle.
that's surprising. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but does it make sense? I feel like that's going to cause perhaps a base trade. Very smart of Stiglitz putting his Dread Charger in the center. Yeah, I feel like he probably should just gone tier 2 and tried to defend this, because
The second set Dread Charger was bad now. Should have waited and then just went in for the nasty,
yeah,
maybe.
I think Stiglitz is losing his home base. That was, well, I mean, well played from
Wow,
Triggz, but
Triggz is coming back actually.
yeah, I know.
That's crazy. I guess it can backfire to just go in and just well focus, even though you have like a strong tier 2 up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's also true that Stiglitz didn't have to well focus. He could have picked out the Primal Defender while it was still under construction, and then kept using Hurricane and Oinks and picking out the units.
Maybe that would have been a better idea. What would Radical have done?
What
That's
would
the
Radical have
question we
done?
have
That
to
is the
ask.
question. I think that's what Radical would have done. I think he would have focused out the Primal Defender, and well, I think first of all, Radical probably wouldn't have gone tier 2 against Triggz because
Yeah, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. He
he
would
has
just
his
win in tier 1.
pride. He just wants to win in tier 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But very nice game.
Very
Very
nice
nice
game.
game.
Yes.
Strong game from Triggz.
And Stiglitz, yeah. Okay, we've got a game between Triggz and Stiglitz, I think. Again, on Yurmia. 6 minutes 54. Professor Amazi asks, do you have a preferred color combo in PvP? I do. I like Fire Nature. I've been a Twilight Nature player from day one. I've betrayed my color a couple times to go to Pure Shadow and Bandits when Fire Nature was really, really bad, but I'm back now. Yeah, bro, you have a favorite color combo?
I mean, you know, it's Shadow Nature.
Shadow Nature. Or is it
But
Nature Shadow?
actually, I love Nature Shadow, but not because it's good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You ready to
Is
start
is Bandits playable right now?
Bandits?
Is it like is it worth it to play it?
Yeah, Bandits is good. Um, there's a couple. I think in the current meta also it's pretty good. Um, the current meta being lots of Fire Nature players. I think Bandits is a solid pick against Fire Nature, especially the way it's currently played. Because
Since when? When did this happen? It was like a hard counter to Bandits.
yeah, well, Twilight players usually aren't playing Burrowers anymore.
That's interesting. Yeah, okay, because of the slot issues. Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
so usually we're running Slaver. Well, let's say I'm running Slaver, and my deck's been pretty popular. Lots of people have been copying me. Um, but I think this interaction that Twilight players like to use also doesn't work on Winter exactly. So I don't know if you caught that. One really nice tool that Twilight has for air control is to instantly spawn a Slaver and kill it. And if we get a Skyfire, Drake, if we kill a Slaver right by a Skyfire Drake, like when it's oinked, you can instantly kill the Skyfire Drake. But if you do it by Wind Hunter, it doesn't do that. Wind Hunter lives. So this interaction plus just the general situation of Wind Hunter being really good into Vile Blood, um, Bandits, like a typical
Wind Hunter
Bandits
was
deck.
changed actually.
Oh yeah, lots of change. Wind Hunter's way better now. There's this card Minefield, which does crazy damage.
Yeah, it's in PvE. That's insane.
Let me root them so they don't run away. But yeah, this basically is the damage of like 4 mines. So crazy damage. There's there's a Bandit Sniper, which can there's a cooldown on the ability, but he can like snipe Fire Dancer range all the way across the map. Yeah, so lots of good changes for Bandits. Here, once that cooldown runs out, let's see how far away he can shoot.
Try playing it.
What's that?
I have to try this,
You do. It's
but
really good.
yeah. I I tried playing Bandit like quite a bit, but Bandits was so bad. There's no way you. Every game I won was just because I won tier one. There was no way to win in tier two against so many matchups. Against
Yes.
every nature splash, you were just screwed.
Yeah, Bandits is in a good spot right now for sure. Um, well, not a great spot. The minefield got nerfed. Before the minefield nerf, it was really really good. Now that the minefield nerf, it requires some higher level skill to play. You have to do some body blocking to get units in the minefield, but I think it's still a solid pick.
Okay, so
Essen,
a little excurse.
yes.
Yeah,
What's that?
sorry. Sorry, I just wanted to get back to the replays,
Okay,
or
sure.
did I miss something?
Yes. So you got the Irmia replay loaded up.
6 minute 41, right?
6 minute 54.
Oh, 54? Then I have the wrong one.
Oh,
Wait a
okay.
second.
Is there 6 minute 41?
Yeah, with like a couple of spectators.
Okay, I'm looking at the 6 minute 54 one with Triggz, Armatores, Street King, Stiglitz, and Port.
Yes, now I have it.
You got
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it's alright.
Great. Essen also notes that one player won a tournament with Bandits against Triggz recently.
Ooh, that's interesting.
And Professor Amazi
Is
asks,
Does Windhunter still have S knockback?
it got that removed.
Good to know because Parasite Swarm would be like a nice counter now.
Yes, exactly. Um, Professor Amazi asks, they've been playing Purifier to start out, but not doing well in PvP. Haven't figured out how to counter a lot of CC. Yeah, I think with Purifier, one of the really good tools to counter against CC is the fact that your fire dancers can spread out a lot. So one trading pattern that's pretty good is to drop a rallying banner, make 1 or 2 fire dancers spread out at some different angles so that they wouldn't both be hit by CC, and then from your rallying banner you spawn enforcers as needed. You know, if you spawn all 5 enforcers at once, then they just all get oinked. But if you spawn like 2 and then they get oinked, and then you can spawn 2 more. I think that's the way to play around CC as pure fire. All right, YaBro, you ready to?
Yeah, and I guess like very very good wildfire placements.
Wildfire.
Treat wildfire like almost like a CC. Yeah.
You can do that as well. Yeah. Block off paths. All right, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
So 3, 2, 1, go. Howdy, folks. We got a game between Triggz and Armatores. Oh no, it's Stiglitz and Armatores. Stiglitz and Armatores.
Oh yeah, yeah. Interesting.
I think Triggz sent me the replay, so that was why it was default from his position. Okay, Stiglitz versus Armatores.
Armatores, I guess, is playing Fire Nature from what I've seen.
Yes, Armatores used
so
to be a
far.
Bandits player, but
no, that's not a good sign if he switched.
I showed my Fire Nature deck too many times and he copied it, and now he's actually ranked higher than me.
Is he better though?
I don't think so.
Oh, strong words. You can prove that in a tournament.
He's got I remember I predicted his age exactly based on his eruption reaction speed. He's really good at landing eruptions that I'm not quite sure will hit. So
so you mean you've aged and now he has an edge on you because he's still like in his 20s?
Exactly. It's like he played and I'm like, you play eruptions like 22-year-old Arius. And he's like, hey, that's exactly how old I am.
Okay, he's going strong on the eruptions.
Yeah. I think he is overall too happy to play eruptions, but usually makes them work. And it's working here, yeah.
I mean, Stiglitz is not spreading out his units that well. And I find it hard because there are many maps, like Urmia or Haladur, where like they're very narrow spaces.
Exactly.
That make it like very hard for Shadow to push through. You always have to wait.
Yeah.
For fire to come to you or just walk around everything.
That was a solid eruption. Yeah, Armator is very happy on the eruption.
Okay. Yeah, he does love eruptions. How many eruptions has he played already? Like 6? 5 or 6?
Something like that, yeah. So, yeah, his eruptions, they're good enough. I think that's... Yeah. I won't comment further than that, but he's good at landing those eruptions. So if you make a mistake in Tier 1, he will call you out with an eruption. And if he doesn't, then I tend to win the matchups. But I get called out by eruptions enough that he still wins against me.
I don't like this playstyle, but it's working, seems like.
It is working. I think it's also...
I mean, I remember... Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah, bro, did your mic cut out?
No, I just I didn't want to cut you off.
Okay. Yeah, it's also probably worth noting that Stiglitz is not an AMI player. He is like a pure Shadow, Lost Souls, Bandits player. He plays all the Shadow Splashers, but I think AMI is what he plays the least. And he's going for Tier 2 attacks.
Interesting.
Stiglitz is also one of the players who, nice oink, oh, but he's clumping up. That's going to get erupted.
Yeah, that's bad. No, I think, yeah. The Firesworn will get a lot of value.
Yeah.
And it will get erupted in just a minute. He knows he loves it.
It was almost there, though. If those... Yeah, it was almost there. He could... Yeah, he doesn't have the power. Like, he could even make a Dazed Nightcrawler and erupt. And Nasty, and that would kill it. But he didn't have the power.
No power.
Oh! I didn't even see. He had a
but he kicked the other well.
He kicked the other well. Very nice job. Very nice
I also
job,
missed this. And now he can... Oh, no, he cannot come back because he repaired the well already.
Yeah. Could be a big nasty. Nope, no nasty. So
But
Stiglitz.
I think he's safe. There's no way that Armatores is running Sundera in Fire Nature, right?
What? Sunder is not
I
scary
don't think
against Ami. Because Ami has a
I
single
think
target CC that's really cheap.
that's true. Yeah, I always forget about this because it's new.
Uh huh.
Seems like Stiglitz is like way ahead now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's well focusing with
Well focused there. Yeah. He keeps bringing his Dark Elf Assassins a little too close to where they get erupted, but
There comes the good old eruption. Maybe another one.
oh, it's close. Oh, he
Oh.
goes for the heal. It's still getting knocked back. I think
No,
instead
no,
of a heal.
just go for the hurricane. Just go for the
There you
hurricane.
go. You
Okay,
got it.
well, this.
Armature's got a big army, but this is not nature that has sustain. I think that the army is not going to be enough to kick Stiglitz. But let's see. Let's see the attempt.
Yeah, and Stiglitz will just keep coming with counterattacks.
Exactly. Exactly. And I did not say Stiglitz is a bad Shadow Nature player.
Bigger.
I said that it was probably his worst deck that he plays semi-regularly.
I mean, Shadow Nature probably is like maybe the best tech deck. If you go like a quick tier 2,
Mm-hmm.
Shadow Nature is like very strong.
Yeah, exactly. It's the best at leveraging a tempo lead on low power.
But I mean, it's also good later, but it's just extremely hard to micro on very high power levels.
Yeah.
But I think it tells a story that Radical is playing Shadow Nature, and he's so good with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have the micro down, it's probably one of the best decks.
I think it's the best deck if you've got the micro down. If you're RadicalX and you can win tier 1 every game, I think that Shadow Nature is just the best deck.
Yeah, but if you win tier 1 in every game, probably you win every game.
Well, I mean like having an advantage off of tier 1, not like a strict win, I guess. Alright, and
Yes.
Stiglitz wins that. Nice job, Stiglitz.
Yeah, Shadow Nature tier 2 early comes a long way.
Yeah.
Can win you many games.
Professor Amazi asks, are these replays from a tournament or submissions by some of the well-known PvP players? This was a... These replays are from 2 sessions that I was unfortunately not able to be a part of. It was like when I wasn't available. So there were 2 sessions where you had high players, Triggz, Stiglitz, Ports, RadicalX, Street Kings, and I asked them to send me all the replays. So that's what these replays are from.
You're uploading like on your channel the best ones.
Well, right now we're doing all of them. We haven't, but I think they're all going to be
Yeah,
good because
I
they're
mean,
all top players. Even if it's a quick win, like even that game was a fast game, but I think it was instructional. I think it was nice to see.
yeah, for sure.
Next up, let's do the Eldion 744.
Got it. Ready?
All right, let me load mine up. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, go. Howdy, folks. Game between Stiglitz and Port. Let's turn into a Stiglitz showcase.
Was Stiglitz the one who sent you all of those replays,
No,
or
no,
where
no.
did you get those from?
Triggz sent me all the replays. I think Triggz was a spectator in these matches. I love watching Stiglitz play, though. It's like, when he's on, he's so good. And then when he's not, then he's not. But when I play against Stiglitz, it's like half the time I lose every single game, and then half the time I win every single game. And it just depends on the day. Stiglitz has taken games off of RadicalX. I don't know if we'll see any of those games today, but he is one of the players I've watched take a game off RadicalX.
Wow, nice one.
Nice body block or stampede with the Dread Charger.
You said Port is also like a very strong Shadow Fire player, right?
Yes. I think Bird is better, but Bird's not on ladder. So Part is the strongest fire player on ladder. And I don't know. I actually know that Bird is better. But based on the 2v2 games I've played, I win way more with Bird than with
I
Port.
mean, even I could win a game against Bird, you know?
Did you win a game against Bird?
Yeah, we were like, you were a spectator. I played Pure Nature.
Okay, okay.
I think it's even on stream.
Could be. If I watched
Yeah.
it, it was probably on stream because I've been streaming like 100% of my BattleForge time in the last 2 months.
Oh, like an anime. Yeah, just turn around.
Stiglitz doing a nice job cleaning up the thugs. Got a big tempo advantage. These units probably can start on the attack, but he's focusing on the cleanup
Yeah,
there.
he should not wait too long.
Yeah.
Otherwise his advantage is vanishing.
Yep. But it
That's
is a big
actually a pretty
advantage.
good that's a pretty good well to attack for Shadow. Way better than the close one to the base.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least they have two sides to come from.
Yeah. Get a big surround
But it
attack.
seems to me like Horde is not like an Armatores level of eruption spammer.
Stiglitz surrounding the well. Playing very patiently, healing up his Forsaken. Port going for something.
What's also great is if the power pool is high enough, you can just go mad on well focus, just go instant tier 2 with Shadow Nature,
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Which is probably what's about to happen right now.
And maybe nice
See
motivate.
the
Very nice.
motivate. Okay, Stiglitz still going for unit trades. He's clumped these guys up so they will get erupted. Port
Yeah,
maybe
now
trying
he's
to throw on the
going.
Sunder. Stiglitz went with a +1. Interesting. I mean, he got the +1 and his attack is still going off. Sunder at the base, but Stiglitz has easily kicked that well. So I think he'll probably be able to defend one of these wells. So end
He
result's
might lose
probably one.
both. I don't know.
Think he'll lose both?
No, I think he will lose one here, and if he's, yeah, I don't know if that was a good idea.
Yeah,
I would have
maybe.
just focused down one well,
Oh,
and
he was
then
almost
maybe
there.
go for the base.
Yeah, but now Stiglitz has a big counterattack.
Yeah, and he's one well up.
Yeah, exactly. One well up with the counterattack. He could just go tier 2, and I think Port doesn't really have any recourse. Maybe he's going to try and sneak around for double erupt in the back. He's got the power. But Stiglitz could also repair the well anytime he wants.
I mean, I think he's waiting. Yeah, now he's repairing it,
Yeah, he repaired it.
and he's going for the counterattack. And I think Port is just like sneaking behind there
Yeah,
to sneak in a little
trying to derail
Sunderer
the
in the
Sunder.
home
Oh,
base.
tier 2. Okay.
Okay, interesting. Oh, pure fire, and it's
Yes.
pretty close.
Pure Fire, allegedly a very good matchup into this. I not that good at this, but I found that last time I played, the Ami Paladins were very good in this
Yeah,
matchup.
yeah.
So I
I
feel like
used to like hate this matchup when I played against Pure Fire with Shadow Nature, but now I played it with the new paladins,
Uh-huh.
and it's like night and day.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so much better.
Oh, is he going for the orb? No, he's not. Okay. Meanwhile, Scavenger at the base, defended with Firesworn. Stiglitz gets another well kick here.
The thing is, okay, he's like very low on power. If Port goes like for a very quick attack in the base,
I
maybe he
don't think
might do
Port has any
something.
power though, because Port's down to one well.
They're basically even, and now Stieglitz has like way more power.
Yeah, Stiglitz has 3 times as many power wells uh, as Port does. He could build the wall to stall this out. No wall.
Yeah, that's probably over. Are people running Night Guard still in Shadow Nature?
Um, RadicalX is not. I still am, but sometimes I like Witch Claws instead. There's that single target CC. It's still interrupt range, but possibly there's no power.
No power. No power at all. Damn.
Okay, Port got the well
He
kick,
tried it.
but Stiglitz still has twice as
Still
many
one well
wells.
up. That's over. Well played.
Well played, yes, indeed.
I mean, tier 1 against Thugs is not easy with Shadow. Open field with Thugs is not so easy.
Mm-hmm. That ability of the MI
But I
Paladins.
have to say,
Mm-hmm.
like the ability is so strong. That's like who who let this card into the game?
RadicalX, the Shadow Nature main. Didn't you know that?
Yeah. Like I'm beating everyone with Shadow Nature. Let's make more overpowered Shadow Nature cards.
All right, next match we've got a 3-minute one. This will be fast on Halader, 326.
Interesting to see a short match on Haladur.
Probably someone got a big tier 1 win. You have it loaded up?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Howdy,
Oh.
folks. We've got Armatores versus Triggz.
Oh, I love the nature versus fire tier 1. If they come to a tier 1 fight, which I think they will be, that's a nice one.
All right. And it's a 3-minute replay, so I'm sure that's what's going on.
Yeah. The thing is, against Shadow Nature, usually what happened was the moment you spawned the second nature unit,
Mm-hmm. Tier 2?
you can go instant tier 2.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. He's going for a base attack.
Yep. Nice split attack. Good job from Armatores. See a Swiftclaw down at the bottom to try and defend both spots. Swiftclaws only cost 10 more power than Scavenger, but it does give Armatores 28 power extra. Power levels are really high from both sides, though.
Ooh,
This is
and he
almost
will
eruptible.
get.
Okay, nope.
There
Triggz
was a
got
good
the
old
heal.
eruption.
The eruption was too early. So big advantage for Triggz. Probably gonna force instant tier 2 from Armatores.
I think like Armatores seemed like he didn't really know what to do there.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
sure what he was
it was
trying
almost
to
there,
accomplish in the home base.
but his eruption was just a little too early, and it got healed. Triggz with a +1. Armatores trying to rush it.
that Triggz is going to play.
Hurricane stopping these Sunstriders. That was an eruption. I think it's fine. Swiftclaw taking out all these
I mean, you have to
Sunstriders.
be careful with those eruptions. It's like, yeah, sure, you can finish off something and damage another thing, but if you can heal up, like with the shaman, it's I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
And he should maybe pull. Oh no, that's nice. Okay, the Hurricane saved it. Yeah, the Spearmen are so valuable
Yeah.
in this.
Okay, the eruption was
Interesting
fine.
eruption. It's okay. I don't know why he played the dry.
Okay, Spearman chasing out these Sunstriders.
If he goes for another eruption, it would be so funny.
There's no way he doesn't go for another eruption. Okay, no, he quits. Alright, GG. Fast one.
Yeah. I mean, it was well played from Triggz, but I wasn't really sure what Armatores was trying to accomplish there because he didn't really commit to any attack, like seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, but
That was kind of weird.
nice job from Triggz. Good micro. Good for anyone who wants to see how nature played at the top level. Let's do this next 638 on Lajesh.
638.
Let me know when you got it
Yes.
loaded up.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright. Then 3, 2, 1, go. Howdy folks, we got Armatores versus Port. Port with Frost this time.
Port is usually like a pure fire all the way player, or you switch up.
I've heard he plays Frost in ladder. So I've
Pure
never seen it.
Frost.
Pure Frost, yes. Port in 2v2 is either Pure Fire or Pure Frost, depending on his mood. But feels like, 80-20 Pure Fire to Pure Frost. I've always considered
Pure
his...
Frost is also not bad right now.
No, Pure Frost is very good.
Yeah. Play Pure Frost. I like playing against it.
That's because you're a Ami player who runs Night Guard?
Yeah. Not right now, but maybe I'll come back to it. But I
Okay.
remember that like when I played against Freemka back in the days, that was also always a free win. That was like Fielo.
Wasn't Freemka a score booster though? I heard that he'd like get a bunch of accounts up to a similar level and then farm all of his accounts into one account.
Maybe, yeah, but I don't know. He played, and I played him on all of his accounts, and I don't remember. Maybe I lost like one or two times.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember, but like every time I had him, it was like I was so happy.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. Instant tier 2 from both players, or after. Oh, it is Bandits from Armatores. There we go. You'll see some Bandits replay.
This was actually like one of the matchups where Bandits was not horrible.
Yes, and I think it's very good now. I think Bandits is generally considered the worst match for Pure Frost at this time, or maybe Ami is worse, and then Bandits is second worst.
I don't know. I think it's just if you run the night guard, maybe. But
Yeah,
I it seems to me like night guard is not a staple anymore.
yeah, probably not. But I mean, even then, the single target CC is so good against War Eagle, and the Ami Phantom is so good against Stormsinger. So I think it's still a very solid. You see a sniper get the kill on Stormsinger.
Oh, it just one hit the Storm Singer. It's
Exactly. Yes.
crazy. How much power is the ability now?
30 power. But it only works at long range.
Like,
Nice lava field. Very nice. Nice cleanup from port. This ability is almost online for second shot, which I think he'll use. No? No using it? Okay.
Is it 50 meters?
50 meters, yep. He's going for a shot on the War Eagle. I don't think it kills the War Eagle, though. But it does do a lot of damage. Ooh, that was a gravity surge. Old school.
Maybe we'll see a North Star. Who knows?
The North Star has definitely been making a comeback. Because I think a lot of Weaklings is partial to it, and a lot of players have been learning up on some old replays of cast where Weaklings features kind of prominently from like 5 years ago. So yeah, North Star has definitely been making a comeback.
North Star is good actually. I mean,
No,
it's
it
a
is
strong
good. Strong card,
frost. I mean, Frinka used to run North Star a lot. Okay. I don't see this replay ending so quickly. What's happening? They're like pretty comfortable.
Port
Both
went
of
for a
them.
+1.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. So probably this attack is going to succeed from Armatores. Or
Yeah,
maybe
that
not.
was like
But
very bold move. Okay, he goes for the double Wind Hunter attack. Interesting. Even though he has seen that he plays Storm Singer and Gravity Surge.
yeah. Wind Hunter's just still so
What
good.
is this?
Okay, but maybe...
Focus shot D6. What is this distractor thing?
Oh, if an enemy is too close to the sniper, it does less damage. So it doesn't one-shot the Storm Singer if an enemy is really close. Okay, nice eruption. The Storm Singer won't be able to kill a Ravaged Wind Hunter, so the Wind Hunter should get out of this problem. There we go, nice attack. Pulling out, I think he could keep going into the Storm Singer, but maybe he wants to heal up a little. Yeah, so it forces the Storm Singer to run up close to avoid getting one-shotted.
You think Sky of Templar is like useful in this situation? Because I mean, Wind Hunter still wins, right?
Wind Hunter still wins, yeah.
60% less damage. That's crazy.
Yes. Yes. Did you see that use of the Wind Hunter disenchant to undisenchant?
Yeah. Oh, nice. That's cool. Very nice. Oh, and will he go for it again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nicely done. So yeah, Wind Hunter, so good.
Oh my god, the triple Wind Hunter. Okay. I don't think that's possible to defend. That's like a harvester standing there.
It is, yes. Nice pull out from that Wind Hunter. And even though the Wind Hunters are not M counters, there's still 3 of them. Okay, and there we go.
Wow. Very nice.
So
that was a nice showcase of what bandits can do now.
Exactly. So yeah, exactly. You asked about bandits, so there you go. Bandits is good now. Hi, Armatores. Hi, Ultralord. Next up, let's do a semi 12-minute flat.
Bit longer. They're so short. Everything is so short.
Well, you know, when top players play, they like to play in tier 1. Oh, yeah, Killbuster. Is this a Killbuster game?
And they decide game. I think he's just watching.
Okay. You have it loaded up? Yeah, bro, you have the replay loaded up?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, have I been like...
So 3, 2, 1, go. Howdy, folks. We've got Stiglitz versus Killbuster.
Oh, it is. It is versus Killbuster.
It is Killbuster. Do you remember Killbuster from EA days?
Yeah, sure,
okay,
sure.
Nice.
Great player.
Yeah.
And
He,
never played like the lame decks. He was like very strong with Fire Frost.
yeah, exactly. Um, I think Killbuster was ranked #1 at some point in time, like when Ratty was inactive.
Yeah, it's like bad on the Forsaken here.
All right, nice micro from Killbuster. Good use of Thugs. Probably wants to pull out from these Forsaken, and he does.
Now we can just pull back, and the tier 1 fight is his.
Yep. Oh, Afro's online. Hi, Afro. You watching the
Oh
stream?
yeah.
Whisper me if you're watching the stream, or comment. Better to comment, but I don't know if you want to comment on YouTube. Nice game from Killbuster.
Someone in the chat says that he was #3 at its best, but never #1.
All right.
Interesting. And that's Killbuster for you. He's still trying the tier 1 attack. He's not going for the well immediately.
Yeah. Okay, he goes for well there. It looks like he wants to lock down map position and take Stiglitz out of tier 2.
Maybe could have blocked the Dread Charger. I think that would have been worth it because the Dread Charger now can
Yeah, exactly.
go for another position.
But Stiglitz is trying to make an attack on this will happen. It
Ooh.
might actually work.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, he can 2 Forsaken Frenzied can just focus down the well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's he's got the well.
Yeah.
Nice
Damn,
job, Stiglitz.
Killbuster, what you doing?
Well, let's see what Killbuster can do with the army. Thugs have a new ability. He makes 4, and then they get Unity. Okay, this just in. Afro
Oh,
will try to attend the tournament next week. Essen, I know you're online. Send Afro a direct link to the tournament to sign up.
no. No, don't do it. Just do it.
All right, Thugs are coming in on all sides.
Ooh,
Forsaken, Frenzied.
okay.
Killbuster decides to back out. I feel like he's taking more damage from backing out than he would if he just killed the Forsaken. Very nice,
Oh, and
nasty.
there's coming a lot of Nasty. Yeah. I mean, he got like 110 more power out of him.
Yeah. Well, but all of his Thugs died, whereas if he come back to heal up at a well, the Thugs don't die. Yeah, I think
But he made
Stiglitz is
like
back in the game. Very
such
nicely
an
done.
obvious mistake. He made such an obvious mistake when he just let his units pull to the middle, even
Yeah.
though his well was attacked.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like,
This was probably his first game
yeah, I guess
back
he's not
in
in the,
as many years as he's
yeah,
been
in his
gone.
old shape. Okay, interesting focus on the thugs. I would have rather focused like the Sunstriders.
Me too. But it seems to be working.
Yeah, you could just activate these Forsaken. Pretty late, but I think it's still with the Motivate might kill something.
Dread Charger coming in. Microing around the
Nice
Thugs.
micro.
Pulling out the Dread Charger. Nicely done. The Forsaken
Now,
advantage is continuing to grow.
yeah, now Stiglitz is playing great.
Yeah. I think Killbuster's going for the units because he learned from that game against Triggz where he went for a hard base trade and then got kicked in the counterattack. So yeah, nicely done. Dread Charger's almost healed up and come back in the fight. And looks like he's going for the well focus now.
focus fire is still like a bit weird sometimes, but it's still working.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. He's okay. Straight Charger coming up in the fight. And nice kick again from Stiglitz. That puts him at 2 kicks against Killbuster. Nasty Surprise might be worth it, but I feel like the thugs would live.
I think it's too many units right out. Maybe one Sunstrider might die.
Yeah. Well, the Sunstrider would definitely die. The question is, does he get a second thugs? And 443, so technically... Actually, no. I think max damage Nasty does 440, so it wouldn't work. Stiglitz going instant tier 2. And Killbuster responding back with a Bandit.
But yeah, he also played bandits sometimes.
Okay.
I remember.
Accidentally dazed the MI Phantom. But Stiglitz is still sitting pretty on the power advantage.
Yeah, I think he should just take away. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's up with bandits right now. Is it better to just pressure them? Or is it better to just defend now? Usually I would say defending would be much easier because he's on such a big advantage.
Yeah, I think Stiglitz has enough advantage. He can go +1. But I mean, +1 is to some extent risky because it invites an attack. Whereas if you don't +1, then there's no attack.
Okay, but seems like he wants to attack
He's
the
going
orb.
straight for the orb. Here's the Bandit minefield. Stiglitz gets his MI
Actually
Phantom out.
placed too good.
Ooh, massive Hurricane. He could get one stab with the MI Phantom. Okay, going for unit trade still. Bandit Stalker is doing lots of damage against the Nightcrawler. Stiglitz actually oinks it to get his Nightcrawler out. Paladins dies.
80% more damage against beasts.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Hard counter to beasts.
I mean, that used to be like 50, right?
What's that?
I think that used to be 50.
I think it used to be 100%.
Or 100% even.
I think
so. So they made it weaker. Oh, but the power cost got
yeah. The unit itself 60. Got a lot better. But yeah, they nerfed Stalker from its initial iteration.
Oh, the minefield does no damage to buildings.
It does no damage to buildings. That would be so broken if it did damage to buildings.
Yeah, like back in the day.
Yeah. Actually, I think it does no damage to... That was a lava field. I don't think it was worth it because he can just heal up. But yeah. Minefield, I think it does damage to buildings, but not wells and orbs.
Nice. Balancing when it's actually done well.
Uh-huh.
What I was the most surprised about the bandit sniper, how they balanced this. That's perfect.
Yeah. I think LagOps helped a lot with that. Ultimately, RadicalX was making the final calls, but I think LagOps was definitely involved in some of the discussions. Because yeah, LagOps is pushing
still
really hard for Bandit Sniper. What was that?
Is he still playing?
No, LagOps hasn't played in forever. I think your mic's cutting out. Nice attack from
That
Stiglitz.
orb will drop.
That orb is gone. Well played. Oh, looks like Killbuster's going to continue to fight on.
Yeah, this man will never give up.
Gotta respect that.
He's so low in power. There's no way. I mean, if that's really one of his first games, maybe he just has to look up what AI paladins actually are.
Could
I
be.
had to when I saw like I see cards, people play cards, and like what is that?
Solid lava. I think a couple orb shots. But Stiglitz is going hard on the base again.
Yeah. One thing that everyone maybe should keep in mind, make your orb attack the right units.
Yes.
Especially when you have small units, the area damage of the orb is very helpful.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, in that case, it would be much better to make the orb attack the Dark Elf Assassins.
Yeah. And Stiglitz, nice job kicking the orb again. I feel like he could have kicked like 2 Ls for that effort, but you know, going for the orbs.
Yeah. Yeah, I also think that just attacking the wells would have been better.
All right, and
But
there's the
I think
GG.
that's the convenient spot to attack.
Uh
But
huh.
yeah. Nice one.
Yes.
Sad to see Killbuster lose, but that will change, hopefully.
Next up, we have a Uro between probably Triggz and Street Kings. 1146. Let me know when you've got it loaded up.
I'm loaded up.
Loaded up. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Howdy, folks. We got Armatores versus Triggz. Oh, Armatores versus Triggz. Okay,
Interesting. Let's see
let's see.
if he's doing better than last time. Okay, they're not going for an attack on the other person, or are they?
Both players afraid for a +1, and they decide they don't.
Yeah, Armatores is doing the right thing. If you play against a good nature tier one player, always keep the option of the instant tier two.
Triggz
Yeah,
goes
and
instant
there's
tier
the instant
2,
tier two.
and it's a bandits from Armatores again. So yeah, I think it's fair to say Armatores still
Hey,
keeps the
bandits.
bandits.
Something to keep in mind if you want to play nature tier one, against fire, don't commit to any units too early. They will punish you so hard with an instant tier two.
Yes.
Deka was crying over that so much.
On the
I
other
mean,
hand, there's some
rightfully,
games from
but
Silver where Silver actually managed to kick kick my instant tier 2 a bunch of times.
oh, this minefield is crazy.
Yeah,
But sadly, it does not kill Spirit
it
Hunters.
does not. The nerf delayed it a little bit, so now you've got more time to dodge. But yeah,
Yeah, it
initial.
still feels like a bit of a wildfire for
Yeah,
bandits.
that's basically what it is. It's the bandits flavor version of Wildfire.
Is is the bandit sniper always like just when another unit is around too close, then he gets like
Yes,
weird.
If an enemy unit is too close, let's read the rules.
Okay, so it's not dependent on the enemy unit he attacks, it's just any
Any enemy
random
unit,
enemy
right?
unit.
And Triggz going for an attack with deep one at the top. Armatores should defend that with a Wind Hunter, and he does. There's a Parasite, countered immediately by Ravage. So good trade from...
Is that killing it? Is that killing it?
Not with the Ravage, it's not. Although actually, since it's not attacking anymore, no, it doesn't kill it. It depends how soon you apply the Ravage. Because it's like Ravage...
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that with the Skyfire Drake. Oh, but Wind Hunter got less HP
Wind
than
Hunter
used
has
to
more
have. Okay.
HP than Skyfire Drake.
Yeah, but you back in the days, Wind Hunter had 600 HP.
Yes, yes, yes. It has less HP than it used to. It's basically a slightly better Skyfire Drake now. Higher damage, higher health, better
Yeah.
better ability. Or an ability.
Yeah, and it's an
And
L
L
counter, which
counter.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Nice
a
hit with the
nice shot.
sniper.
Very nice
Ooh, but it
shot
might
and
not
nice
be
heal.
too far. Okay. Nice eruption, or almost nice eruption. Okay, no heal. Still good for Armatores. Oh, interesting use of the ability. I don't think it was really worth it. Yeah. It's fine. Armatores sitting with a +1.
I've seen play Triggz play Tunnel a lot. Is that his usual play style, or is it just when he's in sparring matches?
I think he does prefer Tunnel, even in ranked.
Yeah, it's not bad because I don't know if it was always that fast. I know the deep one was always like very fast at tunneling, but some tunnel animations were like long or
Okay.
longer at least.
I do know that. Oh, nice shot, Spirit Hunters. I do know that Tunnel got lots of buffs across the board. Like the tower got a faster construct, Burrow Ritual became tier 1.
Oh,
So,
oh, and it's 5 power less, I guess. I think it costs 40.
yeah, it costs 40 now. 35, yeah. Parasite doing tons of damage.
There's no Ravage. There's the Ravage.
Yep.
And finishing off the Wind Hunt, the Spirit Hunters. Very nice. And he's not going for the tunnel. Maybe he's afraid of the Parasite Swarm.
Yeah, that's probably. He has no ground unit. Let's see
Yeah,
if
Wind
Triggz can catch
Hunter
him.
for nature is pretty deadly with the CCs for bandits.
Nice use of the Nightcrawler to get interrupt, if needed. Minefield to defeat the Ghost Spears and counteract the... So Triggz wants to kill this ground presence, and then he could take over the Wind Hunter without getting erupted.
But the Minefield's not doing that much damage. Didn't like kill.
Yeah, Minefield, it's fine, but... Okay, nice interaction. Good for Armatores. He's now ready to launch an attack on Triggz.
Oh, this game is still so open.
It is.
No advantage. No advantage on either side. Gets one shot off on the Wind Hunter. Oh, thank God they changed this. The S knockback on the Wind Hunter was like the most horrible thing ever.
Because it was really annoying to fight. Or fight against,
Nah,
or fight
because
with.
no, if you have the Wind Hunter and the knockback was so weird because
Yes,
the
yes.
knockback was in a way that spread out the units
Yes.
evenly.
Yes. And just like you stop
And
doing damage to them. Yeah, it's
yeah,
horrible.
yeah, much better now.
I agree.
Oh, okay, he's keeping it alive.
Yep.
Nice.
YaBro used to have a, or not YaBro, Yua used to have a really, really destructive tech card against nature with Warrior's Death. because you can't CC it. So he just Warrior's Death like a Nightcrawler or a Wind Hunter, and then it just unstoppably sits and kills that well.
Yeah, it works. If it works, it works.
Yep. Is he gonna be able to get a life weaving? He
I mean, it's only
does.
fair if you play. Oh
It
no, the
still
life wing was
dies.
way too late.
That was a close interaction, but I think Triggz is holding.
Yeah, he would have gotten this well.
Yeah, for sure.
But still, the game is open as always.
Yes, it is.
Both have the same amount of wells, no wells kicked.
He really didn't like those Spirit Hunters. Okay, we got a Wind Hunter. He's trying to avoid spending power on a Rallying Banner, because I think power levels are still fairly low.
Yeah, I was asking if people don't run Railing Banner,
No,
but
they definitely do.
they do, right? Yeah. Oh, and he needs ground presence for
Yeah,
interruption
exactly.
here.
Triggz could mess him up with the root. Actually, he doesn't even need the root. He just outright killed the Wind Hunter. Because Parasite Storms have
Oh,
really high
Parasite
DPS
Storm
now.
has a lot. Yeah, that's nice. Very nice.
Oh, squads.
Oh. But usually should the eruption and one Wind Hunter should not kill the Parasite Swarm?
Yes, it should, but depending on the order.
What's the order? You mean
Because the
oh you mean
eruption,
like if you first erupt? If you first erupt?
yeah, if you erupt and then shoot, then squads are awkward. Or if
Yeah.
you erupt exactly at 300 HP, if you don't center it perfectly, then um, they can survive with a squad.
And it will not take the full damage, right? It
Exactly.
will just yeah. I mean that's only fair for S units, I guess.
Lots of S unit mechanics are really dumb, but they're they lead to high micro situations, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think so. I think you can avoid them if you play it perfectly, so
yeah,
I think it's still fair.
nice
But when
grab
he
with the deep
needs to
one.
pull in the parasites.
Very deep one escaping with the tunnel. Nicely done. Oh, Triggz gets the takeover, and his deep one runs away. Looking for another takeover with the Parasite Swarm, I think. There we go. He's gonna get it. Nice body block with the Ghost
Oh, he
Spears.
gets it.
Huge lead for Triggz. Huge. Huge enough that I
That might have been it.
feel like
That
saying it's
might
over.
be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's over. Like two Wind Hunters and two Deep Ones. That's
Yeah.
what is that? 440 power
Yeah,
in L
except
units.
200 of that power is not bound. So,
Yeah.
even worse, right?
Yeah, he will just well focus this down.
Yeah, exactly. He can just well focus and heal spam at this point.
Yeah. And he has like two spots and he will get maybe he will not get this one down in the main base. Maybe another heal, yeah.
I think he's getting
And
okay,
he
no,
will get
nice
the second
defend for
one.
Armatores. But I think he's getting a second well here.
Yeah.
Yeah, two well kicks.
That's game.
And deep one's out.
Yeah, how quickly it can turn. Like
Did you see
the
that
only
shot?
thing that happened was he got like two Wind Hunters with the Parasite Swarm and the game was over.
Yep. Well, it's not the only thing that happened. Armatores also invested heavily into an attack that didn't quite pan out.
Yeah.
Alright, and there we go. Armatores gives it up. Well played, Triggz.
Do you want to take like a little break because I gotta eat something?
We can. Like a 1 or 2 hour break, and then we'll start up the stream again a little bit later.
Yeah, we can. I
Okay.
mean, you said you wanted to eat also, right? So
Yeah, wanna go to the store, maybe grab something to eat. So probably 2 hours if we, whenever we take a break, probably 2 hours will be how long it takes before I can come back.
yeah, like maybe um, what is it? What time is it now for you?
It is almost 2, quarter to 2 p.m.
Yeah, like maybe a quarter before 4.
Yeah, sure, that works for me. Um, Before we go, do you want to try two RadicalX versus Stiglitz games? So we end the stream on a high note,
Yeah, we
just in
can do that.
case. What's that?
Yeah, the 2 games, you mean?
Yeah, RadicalX versus Stiglitz.
Yeah, I have it game 1 and game 2, right?
Yes. So how about we do those before we take a break?
Start with game 1, I guess.
Start with game one. Yes, on semi.
Ready?
Let me know when you're loaded up.
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say go.
Did you already start?
I didn't start yet. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, folks, we've got a game between Stiglitz and RadicalX. RadicalX playing Nature, waiting for the spawn of the Dread Charger from Stiglitz. And it's Werebeast. That is counter pick of Nature against Shadow.
If it wasn't enough to play against Radical, you have to counterpick the Shadow player.
That's how I feel all the time.
Why can't Radical just have a handicap and play only M units against Shadow Team 1?
Yeah, RadicalX, if you're really the best player, show me you can do this with a Shaman spam against Shadow.
I mean, theoretically, if you play like perfect micro, shouldn't the Shaman spam like work against many things?
No, I think Nox spam you just beat Shaman spam in the end.
Okay.
Because the charge shot will kill it
I mean,
instantly.
Shaman is an M counter. Okay, he's going for the base.
Going for the base. And Stiglitz going for the base too.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. But he's not fully committed. Like Radical is fully committed for the
He's fully
base trade.
committed. Stiglitz is half on defense, half on base trade.
We'll see what's the better option. Yeah, he will go for, yeah. That's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah, that route is big. Interesting, no Spearman. So I guess it's Werebeast instead of Spearman.
Yeah, and Stiglitz is just well focusing.
Yep.
That's not gonna work out in the end.
I
I
think
think Radical's doing the right thing here to just
no, I
to
like
pick out the units
Stiglitz is well focused.
and he will go.
I think he gets it. Yeah, Stiglitz gets the well. Well, let's see. Maybe Radical gets 2 wells. Depends if this Nasty kills him. I think Dread Charger Nasty might
No, he doesn't.
take it. But maybe Stiglitz wants to be a little greedier than that. Yeah, Stiglitz has already kicked
Is
well.
Radical not playing Spearman?
I think he's not.
Is Radical not playing Spearman?
I think he's playing Werebeast instead of Spearman. Yeah, Stiglitz has the upper
And
hand
it's
here,
pretty
I'd
even
say.
actually.
Stiglitz has more units on
I
the
didn't
field.
expect
He
that.
kicked Radical's well first. I like Stiglitz's approach better than Radical's.
Yeah. I thought that maybe it was the better choice to go for the unit trades and then get the whole base. But I think the problem was that Radical had to invest maybe a bit too much to defend his own.
Yeah.
I think with Spearman that would have been a whole lot different.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that was good on Stiglitz for trying to force a base trade, given that we had Werebeast instead of Spearman. Because Werebeasts are really good at the hit and run, but not so good at the base trade.
That's true. And they're pretty bad at defending because like their DPS is way too low against them units.
Yeah. Werebeasts are really good if you're attacking them, not that good if you're ignoring them.
Yeah.
And we see that Stiglitz goes for hard map control. That feels a little bit too ambitious to me. I feel like if Stiglitz just grabbed the tier 2, then he locks Ratty out of the map in a much safer way.
Yeah. And what I also don't like is like the middle position is like so vulnerable.
Yeah,
But
but I
yeah,
think
he's also pressuring, like
yeah, maybe he goes for another
going
well
for the
trade
base.
because RadicalX's all units are all over there, so no well
Yeah,
trade.
but now he's like completely wasting his tier 1 units here.
Yeah, exactly. I think if he
That was bad.
focuses and goes for another well trade, then maybe it's different. But this position here is not that ideal, I think. Or maybe RadicalX is afraid of a nasty. Could that
But
nasty?
Radical does not have the route ready yet
Yeah, he
because
doesn't.
he just played it.
And
I
if
think he could
Stiglitz
have done
gets
that better. That was not that good of a focus fire from Radical.
yeah, and Roots. Okay, that was a bad nasty. That's gonna get healed up. That's huge. That's where the game
Yeah,
turns.
yeah.
I think Stiglitz is holding until that nasty. Because Roots
Now
are on
Radical
cooldown.
has like so much power.
Yeah,
If you have like the critical mass of Wind Weavers against Shadow Tier 1, not so much you can do.
yeah. Is Stiglitz going for tier 2?
I don't think he has the time. If he goes for Tier 2,
Oh, he
maybe
killed as
maybe he can
well?
stall out.
Oh, did he build his wrong orb? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, Stiglitz built the wrong orb. Had to cancel it.
Oh, no.
It's not
Oh,
Shadow Frost.
oh, because he's playing Shadow Frost now.
Yeah. If it was Shadow Nature, I think he could still hold this because Hurricane is so strong. Especially in
Yeah,
this corner where you can't
but
really
also like yeah.
spread. But yeah,
But I don't think in
I
this
don't.
case
No,
this well will go.
not anymore.
Man, he had like a pretty little, but he had a lead
He had a lead, yeah.
after the tier 1 base attack. That was pretty nice, recognizing that if Radical plays Werebeast, that he probably doesn't have Spearman on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. But now
Yeah. Now the Snowball of
that
Death.
will be interesting.
There might even be so many units that they can just chill in the aura and it won't it won't die.
Okay, he goes for the well. Yeah, I mean, I think it's over at that point, so I don't know if that's worth anything.
Yeah,
Just welling up here.
I agree. I mean, maybe it. I don't disagree with the well because it kind of forces Radical to attack, and maybe that's the way Radical makes a mistake is by attacking into Shadow Frost or 2, but I don't think Radical will make that mistake. But I think that's a totally fine thing for Stiglitz to do to prove Radical can close it. If he doesn't do anything, then he doesn't have a chance either way.
At this point, you have so many Wind Weavers that even the Dark Elf Assassins, they will just
Yeah.
vanish.
Yep. Exactly.
And then you can spread out. Yeah, even a Cold Snap won't get them.
Yeah. Even in Aura, this might be so many units that Aura can't kill him. All right, and
Yeah,
Stiglitz
and
quits.
2 Dryads.
GG, but that was a really nice tier 1 situation from Stiglitz.
Yeah, sadly he didn't like follow through, but
Yeah.
that was nice. It was very nice. I wasn't expecting it to work so well for Stiglitz.
Yeah. But it did, yeah. So let's take a look at the second game on Euro between RadicalX and Stiglitz, and then we'll take a break on the stream and perhaps continue later tonight.
I'm already loaded.
You're loaded? 3, 2,
Yeah.
1, go. Howdy, folks. We've got a game between Stiglitz and RadicalX. RadicalX, it's now a Shadow Mirror.
And you can, as you can see, Radical go straight for the 2-1 attack.
Yeah.
Not wasting any time. You can see like the Dread Charger is not changing direction. He was just spawning it and then clicked on the opponent's Dread Charger.
Yeah. Now we got Footsies running a center position. RadicalX has a
Oh, that's gonna be a
corner
big
for a
nasty.
No, no nasty. He doesn't have the
No.
power. Stiglitz.
Maybe not a bad call. I don't think it's a bad call. But bad focus fire from Radical.
Yeah, I think Stiglitz is actually focusing slightly better. There's the motivate, and Stiglitz is getting out of here. No, he's not. He's committing. Okay, Stiglitz is fine. RadicalX is gonna grab the Forsaken.
Yeah, one squad maybe for the motivate later.
Probably for the motivate, yeah.
Maybe in this case, I think Radical can retreat too far, just kill it off. Yeah, and I think he should play another Death Charger.
Another Dread Charger.
Just to force Radical to attack and run.
Oh, you think Stiglitz should play another Dread Charger?
Because, yeah, Stiglitz should play another Dread Charger. So,
looks like he's going for a while.
the Dread Charger is just such a threat in the tier 1.
Yeah.
In the open field fight. Was he going for the well? No. Please don't go for the well.
Looks like Stiglitz did kill his 1 HP squad.
Oh, very nice motivate.
Yeah.
And activate both Forsaken, it was bad.
RadicalX pulling out. Stiglitz not focusing the Dread Charger fast enough. And Radical got a good trade off of this. Stiglitz running over to the left side to grab a well.
Radical has a... Radical has 5 Forsaken left over.
Ratty grabs a well. Stiglitz grabs a well. Radical is probably playing Pure Shadow because this is a Pure Shadow well. That's what that is.
Why do you think he's playing Pure Shadow?
Because this well is really good for defending with Pure Shadow, and it's really good for pushing higher power levels. So I think that's a strategically good well to take with Pure Shadow.
Recognizing that he has like a slight power lead, maybe.
Yeah, Ratty takes the second well. Stiglitz also follows. So Stiglitz has a couple different bases, lots of options for Ratty to attack, and Ratty's probably going for a split attack.
I guess if he's playing Pure Shadow, he's playing Life Weaving. Oh, you had it. Yeah, that's actually good placement for the Forsaken activate because there's no way to retreat.
Yeah. And Stiglitz doesn't have the power
Fire
to Nasty
again.
though. Oh, Ratty takes a wall.
The focus fire is not on point. Oh, that's nice. That was a nice move. He's completely locked out.
Yeah.
Stiglitz now. Stiglitz does not have power for Nasty yet. Now he can go for one. He could go for Nasty.
I think it wouldn't be enough though.
Yeah.
Looks like Stiglitz has accepted the well is gone. Oh, Ratty lets it live? No, he doesn't. Just kidding. Stiglitz going for tier 2. Am I? And Ratty responding tier 2. With also am I. Okay.
That's like micro intense.
Yes. But Ratty with a 1 wall advantage and some tempo advantage here.
Yeah.
Hurricane does defend that attack.
I would love to see like those players like on even power scenarios, like the Shadow Nature matchup.
Yeah.
In tier 2. I think it doesn't get more micro intense than that, but it would maybe like just be a my Phantom spam. So maybe it's not that interesting. Yeah, Radical still has one well on Stiglitz. Oh, interesting. Okay,
The Tranquility, yeah.
nice. Yeah, Radical quick to change. The AI Phantom ability.
Stiglitz coming in for a heal. He gets it. Focus Fire could be a little
Okay,
better.
would be
Raddy gets a
nice.
nice heal. Big Hurricane.
Just focus on the. Okay, just focus on the Dark Elves, maybe. Yeah.
Yep. You got one shot on the Forsaken to stop them from shooting, and then kind of ignore them. We're coming out to hit the other base.
Now power levels getting higher, and Radical's
Big Nasty.
advantage is coming.
Yes. Big Nasty.
Oh, there's the Nephi. Okay.
But can the Burrowers be defended? There's a Tranquility on one.
And
I
there
think.
goes the well.
Yeah, that well's gone.
The Hurricane will keep it
Yep.
from repairing, but Stiglitz does not have the power to repair.
And Nasty on the
It
Burrowers.
was not
Finish her
even
off.
necessary to Nessie.
Oh, I guess he didn't know if Stiglitz had power to repair, so could have been. Stiglitz didn't have the power, but and
Maybe
Radical's
Radical's
another well.
not on his best game right now. Maybe someone can steal some games from him.
Well, very well played from all players today. We have a couple more replays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more replays that we could get through today if we want to. But I think we're going to take a break. What's that, YaBro?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just take a little break, and we will be back in 2 hours.
Sounds good. So plan on a 2-hour break then. All right. Thank you all for joining me in stream. Thank you, YaBro,
So everyone watching,
co-casting. What's that?
yeah, everyone watching,
Yes.
don't run away. Come back in 2 hours, or just stay in the stream for 2 hours, and then
No. I'm gonna turn the stream off. We're
we'll
not
see each
gonna
other.
not gonna take my metrics by throwing AFK screen on here for 2 hours. All right. Yeah, well, I can do.
So see you then.
Yes, I'll throw on. And then we'll be back in 2 hours. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.